Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Mark of the Masters, the man with the plan, Big Ray, here to stay to talk some GFW Impact Wrestling today. That's Impact Wrestling 7/13/2017. I'm going to give you my thoughts about this show, the fallout of Slammiversary. First and foremost, guys, I want to thank two things. Well, not two things, but two people. First, I want to thank you people for coming over and joining us, guys, for the press conference over with Jeff Jarrett. I'm sure all the questions were answered regarding a lot of things that we had asked regarding Impact Wrestling. If you guys haven't seen it, guys, just search right here at One Wrestling Video the Jeff Jarrett process. I think what did I title it, Carl? Yes, thank you. The Jeff Jarrett press conference or something like that. But it's very easy to find. It's the video before this one. And again, I want to thank Carl, the steady hand of OneWrestling.com, our cameraman, for being here today. And anyway, we're going to jump right into the show, guys. And there are a lot of things that are going on right now. If you guys don't know, which you will be living under a rock, the GFW World Heavyweight Champion, Alberto El Patron, a.k.a. Alberto Del Rio, has been suspended indefinitely pending an investigation regarding something that, you know what, they don't want me to really get into it here at OneWrestling.com, and I'm not going to. But you know what, there are several reports, guys. You can go all over the internet. I'm sure even GFW and Impact Wrestling put out a statement regarding why they're investigating him. So it's pretty easy information to find. I'm not going to really get into it, but I may talk about it more in depth during my Impact Attack podcast that I do with my co-host Bin Hamin Yallah. So after you watch this, guys, look for the podcast. It'll be up depending on when you're watching this video. I'm recording this 7/14/2017. The podcast is usually up 7:15 or Saturday mornings, every single Saturday. So you can look for that, and it's usually a really good. And also, I'm going to put the press conference there. I'm going to actually have it there. But anyway, we jump right into the show, guys, and the show opens up with Joseph Park in Credo. And they're coming in the arena, and they're coming in this old beat-up VW buggy. If you guys don't know what it is, man, you ever drive down the road with, like, your little brother or sister, and you see one of those little bugs, it's called a bug, a little round car and stuff, and, a punch buggy, you punch. No, you have no idea what I'm talking about. You have no idea what I'm talking about, Carl? That's why Carl doesn't have feeling in his right arm, apparently. They were very popular in the 70s and 80s. Was it 60s? No, I think 70s and 80s. But anyway, so here's the situation here, and we spoke about it last week. Apparently, Grado is going to be deported. In order for him to not be deported, he's going to have to get married. Interesting. As we move on, we have LAX, who is serious, like a late period. Anyway, he gets on the mic, and that being Conan, says he's serious like a late period, and he says that they're like a decimal point. And they go hard. I don't know what that means. I gotta be honest with you. Listen, I understand the whole series like a late period gimmick. Cool. The first time I heard it. Cool the second time I heard it. But the 15th time I've heard it, it's getting a little stale. So maybe it's just me. Anyway, last week they promised that there's gonna be a new soldier in the LAX homes, and well, they said that soldier is going to be El Patron, the formerly suspended. Now, so you guys, I'm not going to kayfabe this, so you guys understand this. People that don't know, and again, if you don't know this, then you wouldn't be watching this, but as you do know, Impact Wrestling records all of their shows in advance. There was a situation previously with other wrestlers within the company where they had to edit them out due to legal situations. The whole Beatdown Clan gimmick was basically edited out of Impact Wrestling back during the Billy Corrigan was it before Billy Corrigan? I think it was before Billy Corrigan. Yeah, man. Listen, this is a very touchy situation. That's why here at OneWrestling.com, we don't want to really get into it without knowing all the facts. So that's why I'm not really getting into it. But over, like I said, at Hacker Hameen, search for that on your podcast or wherever you listen to your favorite audio content. I'll get into it a little bit more, and I could be a little more speculatory, I guess. But anyway, he calls out El Patron, and El Patron is like, yo, what are you doing? I mean, he's just saying, I'm paraphrasing. What are you doing, Holmes? They use a lot of Spanish profanity. Leave it like that. I'm not going to get into what exactly they say, but look, Conan puts him over saying, look, you're a leader, you're not a follower. And El Patron is like, look, you're crazy. You didn't even ask me. How are you going to tell these people that I'm part of your clique and you didn't even ask me? And Conan said, look, man, all these white crackers, all these, on this racial epithet, he goes on and, he puts over the fact that, look, I know you, El Patron, was going to go for the Olympics. You were going to bring back the gold. But no, they screwed you over. Like they screwed over Mi Máscaras. Like they screwed over Dos Caras. Like they screwed over Eddie Guerrero. Like they screwed Rey Mysterio. I don't know. I think all those guys are pretty much over, and all those guys were champions. But anyway, here's what it is. Except for Mi Máscaras. I've won a couple of titles, but I never won the big one. But Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, just saying. How could you forget that? The people in Stanford. He calls out the people in Stanford. And look, El Patron says, look, I did not forget the way that I was treated in Stanford. Anyway, Conan says all you got to do is say CCC. C. 4 C's? I don't know. Anyway, you got to say CCCC. I'm going to cover it all. Throw a couple of C's in there. And Alberto Del Rio says, no, son of a bitch. A lot of cursing. I'm just saying. I did ask Jeff Jarrett whether we're going to go a little edgier regarding their, their recordings and what they do during the programming. I think this is where we're going to go. It's going to, come on. Most of the people that watch this are adults. If you're not an adult, I don't think you watch Impact Wrestling, to be honest with you. But anyway, LAX, gets the signal and boom, they attack El Patron and, well, Bobby Lashley. Yes, Bobby Lashley, former Impact Wrestling, Global Force Wrestling, well, not Global Force, former Impact Wrestling champion. He comes in to make the save, and there will be a tag team match at the end of the night. We move on to the Super Cup first round tournament match, which is pretty easy for me to call. I have a feeling ACH is taking the whole damn thing, to be honest with you. But you have ACH versus Andrew Everett, who looked fantastic during this match. ACH, again, awesome during this match. Listen, very super talented. They even did a little vignette with ACH where he was cutting a promo. Again, I like to see these guys on live mics to see what they can actually do in front of a live audience or in front of a live camera. There's no such thing as live in Impact. Taped to live or whatever, but in front of real people. But from what I saw, the guy seemed like he had some kind of I've never seen him cut many promos, but he seemed that he had some charisma there. See where it goes. But anyway, we're going to jump all the way to the end of the match where we have Andrew Everett with a springboard into a German suplex counter on ACH. ACH hits a huge lariat, or attempts a huge lariat, but no, he gets hit with a Pele kick. 1, 2, no good. Andrew Everett climbs, moonsault, but no, misses, lands on his feet, and then hits a super kick. ACH, however, well, hits the Buster Call for the 1, 2, 3. ACH goes over. Man, let me tell you something. Again, this guy is super, super talented. Both of these guys are super talented. I kind of feel bad for Andrew Everett because he was on the push here. So basically, ACH wins in the first round, and Andrew Everett's eliminated. He was part of the older regime. Leaving this company, and I don't know, man. I got to be honest with you. I feel bad. I feel bad for him. Just like a guy like Trevor Lee as well. Well, we're going to see Trevor Lee. I was a little shaky about Trevor Lee. He's one of my favorite X Division competitors, and he was kind of like, not buried, but, well, he wasn't on TV a whole bunch. And then he just basically disappeared. So, yes, technically that is the technical term of being buried. But anyway, we have Gail Kim who comes to the ring, who looks fantastic. God Christ. That woman is beautiful. That's a beautiful Asian woman. God damn. Anyway, Gail Kim, she comes in. JB is announcing her. JB comes, puts her over in the ring, and she says that, look, she got injured last year. It's a real tough year, man. She's very grateful for all the things, the millions of fans that she's come across over the globe, and she has a fantastic husband, so on and so forth. The chef gimmick guy, and Kim announces that she will officially retire. She will officially retire from the world of professional wrestling at the end of this year, so then it's 2017. But she's got some things to accomplish, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna have her win that strap before she goes. And then we have the Swole Mates, and as she's walking out, which I would have never done. I don't like the fact you have a legend walking out, and then all of a sudden you have Chris Adonis with his undeveloped pec walking into the ring, and he comes out and he calls out the two Swole Mates, whatever they. I don't know these guys. What are these guys dating? Are they married? What's going on here? Carl, have a YouTube show? Okay. Sure. Hey, let me be honest with you. If I had bodies like that, I'd be doing this review right now without a shirt on. What do you mean take it off? Don't What are you winking at? That is this. Well, I mean, to each his own. Anyway, so yeah, the Swole Mace coming to the ring, and this, I'm not a fan when you have somebody from the outside. I don't care how jacked you are, how built you are. Professional wrestlers are tough hombres, tough muchachas. You know what I'm saying? And to have somebody from the outside world, what are these guys? I don't even know what they are. I'm gonna have to look them up on YouTube. Maybe after this review, I'll talk about it a little bit more in the Impact Attack podcast. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be on Pop next week, and Adonis basically challenges him to a pose-off and stuff, and he flexes, and the first guy flexes, and the second guy, stupid. And then we have our boy Eli Drake. Dummy. Yeah. Anyway, Eli Drake comes, and he basically, gets in the ring, and referees and people had to break him apart, whatever. Well, we had a special treat this week. This is wrestling right here. This is not wrestling. This is wrestling. The minis, or as I grew up knowing, the midgets, or the little people. I mean, I know a lot of, well, not I know of, but I'm pretty sure a lot of the wrestlers that are, little people, they actually like calling themselves midget wrestlers. Look at Hornswoggle or Swoggle, the promo that he cut. I'm a midget. I'm a midget wrestler. But anyway, we have Demas, or Demas. He's, scary looking little bastard. Versus, oh my God, what is this? Octagoncito. It's little Octagon. Legend. And they also call him like Rey Mysterio Mini or whatever the hell they call him over there, wherever he wrestles in Mexico. But anyway, man, it was, hey, solid match. Apparently, Octagoncito is like 57,000 years old. Guy's old as hell. Old as dirt. His social security number is I. Get it? No? You knew Central Park when it was just a plant? Burger King when he was just a prince? Anyway, Octagoncito, we're gonna fast forward because this match was all over the place, but good, solid. I mean, hey, it's entertainment, man. It is what it is. Octagoncito sidesteps diving Frankensteiner from Demas. Demas ends up on the outside somehow. We have a top rope aside moonsault from Ignace. God, I have problems saying this the whole damn review. Octagoncito. Anyway, we fast forward, man. Look, really high flying action. We have Octagoncito who wins the pinfall, who gets the pinfall with a kind of like a satellite arm drag into a victory roll pin, and again, really solid. Hey, this is fun. It's supposed to be fun to watch. I was entertained by this match. I would like to see the minis. I've always wondered. Again, this is more of like an opinion based review. I've always wondered why they never had a midgets championship. I mean, I'm sure if you get enough of the guys, I mean, would you guys be interested? I'm really curious. Leave your comments below at onewrestling.com, YouTube /OneWrestling video, or hit me up on Twitter at Big Ray Show. Look, all my stuff is right down here. It's Twitter, Instagram, even Snapchat. I'm not on it much, but Twitter, hell yeah. Facebook, you can find me on Facebook at Big Ray Hernandez. Pretty easy to find. But anyway, and don't leave me those pics. I had somebody freaking request me the other day, and they started. Anyway, was it you? That's probably your mother. Anyway, so we got Joseph Park backstage again with Grado, and poor Grado. He's just going everywhere, speaking to everybody, trying to get a date. I'd like to ask you on a date. And Ava Story, he asked to marry him, and just a bunch of beautiful. Anyway, yeah, so Joseph Park says, look, you know what? You know how you're going to get somebody to go on a date with you and marry you? Chocolate and champagne, if it was only that easy. Well, I'm sure it's easy with some people, not high-quality women. But anyway, so Grado's on the hunt. Then we get a nice little video package of Matt Sydal. And Matt Sydal is actually going that AJ Styles route, I think, eventually. He's saying that, he's not just an X Division or a Cruiserweight competitor. He wants to fight the best of the best. So I'm interested to see where they move on with that. I think Matt Sydal is absolutely wonderful. Yes. Anyway, we're going to be seeing that really soon, by the way, in the WWE. I don't care what Jeff Jarrett said during the press conference. I'm telling you right now, guys, it's going to happen. And I'll get into that more in the Impact Attack. Moose. Grand Championship. Moose versus, here we go, Naomichi Marufuji for the GFW Grand Championship. Moose dominated the first round easily. What happened is Moose comes out, straight up, man, with a big kick to the face, man. Just using his power. Now Yamaguchi, oh my goodness gracious, that is not his name. Matafuji, Mr. Matafuji actually didn't dominate the second round. I would say that Matafuji, and by the way, if you're gonna freaking judge, all right, don't make 10. It was 10-9, 10-9, 9-10. Really, I don't know who the hell the other judge was that voted the first round for Matafuji, but stop. The second round was more of a split decision. Matafuji did do enough to win that round, I think, if I was looking at, kayfabe, and did a great job. Third round, it was, I think it was kind of even, mostly Moose, is where most of these matches go. So I figured, and again, I would like to see a match where Moose comes in and just beats the guy in the first round, just knocks him out. Boom, 1, 2, 3, done. You know what I'm saying? Let me make it more realistic. You don't have to freaking, I don't know, man. It's the whole 10-9 round, one round for him, one round for him. It's like watching a best out of 3 falls match. The good guy is going to lose the first one, then the good guy is going to win the second one, and then win the third one to rally back most of the time. That's how it goes. But anyway, you have a game changer that is blocked by Matafuji, who catches him with a kick. Knees on knees. They're just hitting. Just bang, 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 bang. Knees all over the place. Anyway, setting him up for the Shiranui. You don't know what that is? Google it. EC3 then comes in out of nowhere because EC3 was there doing some commentary. And EC3 brings in the bell. A la Macho Man Randy Savage, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Doesn't hit him in the larynx, but he does hit Moose in the back. What was he hit? Moose? I forgot. I think he hits Matafuji. Anyway, I think Matafuji actually goes over here. You know what? No contest. I'll call it a no contest. The belt, he uses the belt. Listen, EC3 wants what he wants. And I got to be honest, I hope that they keep Ethan Carter III. I know. Oh, I know. And by the way, Moose did get the upper hand by hitting him with a big boot and basically clearing the ring. But listen. Impact Wrestling, GFW, Global Force Wrestling. I didn't get a chance to ask this my third question during the press conference, but Mr. Jarrett, you need to sign Ethan Carter III. You need to sign EC3. You need to. Because what's going to happen is he's going to walk out on WWE television arm in arm with his auntie, and you know who I'm talking about. Yes. The one that everybody wanted to leave, and now everybody's, we're so excited. Dixie Carter's on WWE TV. Oh, how cool is that? Freaking jobbers. Anyway, move over to LAX and their clubhouse again. They drink a lot. Drink a lot of that 5150 stuff, beer and stuff. Anyway, Corona says Alberto Del Rio decided to go all corporate and stuff, and he would appease these idiots, same idiots that hated Dixie Carter before, and now they love Dixie Carter. And so he's gonna send a big message to El Patron and Booby Lashley. Excuse me. He's gonna send him to the hospital, LAX style. Trevor Lee versus William Weeks. Again, Trevor Lee, one of the best competitors in the X division moving forward. Hold on one second, guys. What is this? Carl, what is that? What is that? It's an air conditioning unit. Unbelievable. We have a 50-year-old air conditioning unit here. You ever watch the Taz show? Yeah, it's the same thing. Or listen to the Taz show. What is that? You have to hit it? Shut up. Didn't make so much noise. Anyway, next time I don't get up, you get up. Trevor Lee makes his entrance coming into the ring wearing the X Division title, and he wore the X Division title. Now, by the way, it's not his title, it's Sonjay Dutt's title. But anyway, I'm going to fast forward here because Trevor Lee actually, and this was a decently solid match, but Trevor Lee shows who the Carolina Caveman is. He just wore the belt the entire damn match. Interesting. As he's about to win the match, we have Sonjay Dutt. Let me see. Let me just... Sonjay Dutt. No. So, by the way, Trevor Lee wins the match. Double stomp. I love that move, by the way. Love that move. Absolutely love the move. And I love the fact that Trevor Lee actually took the belt and taken this as his own. I'm not a fan of Sonjay Dutt as the champion. I'm glad that he won it. I think the only reason they did it is so that he could have it, when he went to India. But the truth is that I think Trevor Lee should be the X Division champion. I've been saying this for a long time. He did go over in this match, solid match. Sonjay Dutt comes in, attacks Trevor Lee, tries to get the belt back, but no, Trevor Lee is able to escape with the belt. And I think Trevor Lee is going to have this belt moving forward to the next pay-per-view or whenever they do a next special, probably on TV or something like that. But I got to be honest, man. Again, Trevor Lee is probably pound for pound the toughest guy, the strongest guy. And the guy's very entertaining. The guy cuts a good promo. He cut a good promo when he came into the ring. And again, you know, this wasn't about this match. You know, hey, he wins the match. It was about the building towards the storyline moving forward. And this did an excellent job. Trevor Lee. I'm looking forward to seeing Trevor Lee versus Sonjay Dutt. Strong guy, man. I love Trevor Lee. Then we have a knockouts match, and Ava Story versus Laurel Van Ness. And Laurel Van Ness, as you would call him, Ava Story is freaking beautiful. My God, that is a hot chick. And she's a pretty good wrestler, too. Anyway, we're going to fast forward to the end of the match. We have knee lifts, in the ropes, front face lock, rope. I mean, just DDT, but Laurel Van Ness does not go for the pin. She just laid into this girl. Then you get the airplane. Not the airplane spin. She started acting like an airplane around the ring. Anyway, Laurel Van Ness hits the curb stomp for the 1-2-3. After the match, Joseph Park and Grado come, and Grado comes down with a little swole, you know, little sweet talk, debonair, showing us some champagne and some chocolates. He says, "Would you like to go on a date?" But before that, he just said that I love your hair, your makeup. It's fantastic. Your teeth is as white as eggshells. What the hell does that mean? Which eggshells? She's in brown eggshells. I'm just saying. They're pretty good. She was about to say yes, but she's got like a 7-foot tall giant monster boyfriend, I think. Congo Kong. Oh, by the way, loved the whole Netflix and chill gimmick. Fans started cheering Netflix and chill, Netflix. Anyway, she seemed like she was into it. I think she was going to give Grado a little play. Anyway, we're going to see where this goes forward. This is going to be, I think, some entertaining TV as we move around, as we move forward. And then now we have the main event of the evening, scheduled for, do it at home, one fall. El Patron, Alberto El Patron, the GFW champion, who holds both championships, and Bobby Lashley versus LAX, again, Serious Like a Lady period, Ortiz and Santana. Listen, man, this was a solid match. Now, El Patron and Bobby Lashley, that I think they would be tag team champions anywhere around the world, and this was a super solid match. I'll just tell you really quickly. The finish of the match came where you have Bobby Lashley holding up, I think it was Santana, holding him up, and you have El Patron coming off the top rope, the second rope, with a double stomp. That was pretty devastating, and he finished him for the 1-2-3. And it was a hangman's neck breaker. That was my father's finisher, by the way. He used to use that. He used to use the Boston Crab hangman's neck breaker into the double stomp, which was awesome for the 1-2-3. You know, I was surprised that they had Santana and I was gonna say Santana and Garrett, Santana and Ortiz. Get Santana Garrett? No, anyone? Santana and Ortiz actually held their own. Man, on paper, you look at this match and it looks like it should have been a squash match, but no, it was a pretty decent match. And you know, after the match, now again, Bobby Lashley is getting love from Alberto Del Rio, so on and so forth. They're going back and forth. You know, hey, Alberto Del Rio says, hey, we make a pretty good tag team. Oh, LAX did not like that. LAX comes into the ring and starts to decimate Alberto El Patron. But here's the deal. Bobby Lashley doesn't necessarily help Patron. Interesting. See, I thought we were going with a babyface turn here for Bobby Lashley. It was a good way of keeping him heel, which this was a super heel move to do, even though he doesn't deserve El Patron anything, to be honest with you. Oh, El Patron, did he save him? Kind of. Anyway, but I like the way they did this. I like Bobby Lashley walking out on him, being like, I did you the favor, I'm out. And he did. And LAX just absolutely destroyed the champ. And then they hold him down. And for some reason, I don't know why it would be disgraceful for Latino to get the Cuban flag laid over his face. But I guess any flag over your face would be disrespectful. But it is what it is. That's what they do. And we pan off. We go off with, LAX holding him down, holding El Patron down. And listen, I'm hearing some things. There is actually a new member of LAX. And you won't believe who it's going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me here. Carl, seriously, dude, you got to get that thing fixed. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. You have Carl over here, and you have OK Fabe over here, and this corner over here. He's getting ready for the Impact Attack. Thank you, by the way. Anyway, guys, listen, thank you for joining me here. OneWrestling.com, YouTube.com/OneWrestling. Video, you can give us a follow. Give me a follow on Twitter at Big Ray Show. Give us a follow on Twitter at One Wrestling. Give the legendary Bill Apter a follow at Apter One Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, I always say this. I'm going to do this for a living. But if I couldn't, I'd do it anyway. Why? Because I love talking wrestling. Not wrestling. Wrestling. Thank you guys for joining me here. I'm going to do the punch gimmick. Look out for the Impact Attack. It's coming. The podcast. 2 hours plus of pure, well, a little bit of everything. You know what I'm talking about? Check it out. Go to Hacker Hameen. Search Hacker Hameen. Anywhere you listen to your favorite audio content, podcast, so on and so forth, and you'll find it. I'm there, and so is he, and the Conspiracy Horseman. Woo! Peace.